Hello and welcome back to RawSlowGaming and our Let's Play series here in Sid Meier's SimGolf. And just as we left off in the last episode, we got a member that upgraded their membership to a silver membership, and they will also pay good money to have a home on our course. So that's something very interesting that we can use in a way to get extra cash if we need to do that. So a very good starter and in the last episode. Anyway, before we get into this episode, remember to smash that like button and also hit that subscribe button so you're not missing out on any of the new content that we bring to you daily here at RawSlowGaming. And so you can see what will happen next here in Sid Meier's SimGolf and how we will plan to take over the world here in one of the best management games ever made that you yourself can get freely as well, if you only know how, since this is freeware. And if you want me to show how you can get this totally legal and try it yourself, let me know in the comments, and I will check that out to do a video on it. And I read everything on the comments, of course, and the most informative and positive comment will get pinned, just so you know. And with all of that said, we now have pretty good cash here. Stats for hole 7 is very poor actually in terms of skill ratings, but fun rating is really good, and I do believe as well we have a very good average green fee here on that hole. Yeah, exactly, we have 885 in as an average on this whole par 3 hole, which is really great. And actually we now have made a profit on all holes except this last hole, but that is something that will change pretty soon, I'd guess, especially if we are continuing to average green fees at that level. So now when we have quite a lot of cash, we can easily plan out our next hole here actually. So I thought about having the tee quite long here, quite close to the clubhouse, but now I'm actually thinking a little bit that we should have it a little bit longer away, so we can have it a more dogleg kind of hole, so to say. So I think we'll add the tee here, and then we'll do, should be decently long, but I want to have pretty good options here on how to take it after. So I think the question is this going to be too long? Probably, and a little bit too hard to hide it behind the trees like that, but I think this should be alright. This is maybe as well a little bit too long. Yeah, I think we should be alright there at that place. So let's see here. Firm fairway, I do believe it's what we have on the course. No, it's not, it's the other fairway, so we'll use that, and we'll not use that time. What we'll do is do like that though. And we'll add in, no, I don't want that done. No, don't really want that either. So I think that is a pretty good way actually. And then we should add in a little bit more of green maybe. So we'll just do like that. And let's see here. Add in some bunkers maybe. Yeah, we can add in a bunker there. We will add in a bunker all the way around here. So want to remove that. No, let's keep it in then. I don't know why it sometimes does like that when calculating how long the hole will be and everything like that, but it doesn't really matter to us. And we can actually add in a bunker there as well. And here. And here. Actually we'll add in quite a lot of bunkers here. So like that, and then we'll add in a little bit of a flower bed here, very close to the clubhouse. And I think I'm happy with this hole, like this. So you gotta play it over the water, and then you have all these bunkers to look out for. So let's try and open that. Now we can add the cart garage, and that is really one of the facilities that we really want to add. So we'll have to think about that, and we'll also have the driving range. So actually, let's take a look here on both of those options. So let's see here. This is the driving range, right? So it's really basically just huge, and yeah, we could fit it in. It fits actually really good right there, but don't really like that option. But I think we'll add it in anyway, actually. The garage, yeah, it's really small, so we can have it just beside it. So once we have 25k, we'll add that in, and after that, maybe we'll host a tournament. I think it's definitely time to think about hosting a tournament to get in some good money to us. And there we have the driving range, which is the other way around how we want it to be. We would want it to be actually pads on this side, but yeah, they are just walking out to it really how they want. It doesn't really matter. Now we have at least our players here a little bit more spread out on the course, it looks like, and overall a little bit more happy, I would say, which is good. And we still have a bit of trouble here, as I said, with this hole being a bit too hard. So I think maybe we should see here if we have a trouble with, yeah, a little bit of a trouble here, maybe with it's running off a little bit too much here into the potholes. So I think that should help it quite a lot, actually. And we'll actually add that up as well. So this is 3 and that's 4. So that should be alright. So I think it should be easier now. And yeah, this hole is definitely a little bit too easy. So what can we do to make it a little bit harder? So definitely putting a pothole here definitely will make it harder. Wondering if that will make it too hard. I think we'll just add it in and we'll see how that works out for us. What we could do as well, of course, is to have green here, or not green, fairway here instead of green. And that might make things easier or better. But for now we'll let it be like that, and we'll see if that works out. We'll check the evaluation here, and the first prize if we host a tournament will be 252k, and that is really good money for us. So I think we'll actually do play the course or host a tournament here pretty much. The question is though, how are our own stats here actually? So let's see here. So our golf skills is 0 actually. Is that true? Yeah, it is true. So we need to add in our stats here. So definitely need to play a few games here first. So we need to have accurate irons, accurate putter, or actually we'll just need accuracy is what we need most, and we need high backspin shots. So we'll actually add in like that. And yeah, we started an exhibition now, so that's alright. So we'll play, I guess, more exhibitions holes, because for some reason we haven't gotten any of the skill upgrades for when we got achievements here in this playthrough. So we'll see how this works out. We'll just try and do our best. And this should anyway bring us pretty good cash as well. And that is actually super off the line. And just a little side note, I myself, I'm living in Sweden, if you don't know, and today is actually the end of April. I don't know when this episode will go out, but anyway, today I was out on the golf course myself for the third time of this season. Finally, it went a little bit better than the first 2 times. I only played 9 holes, but managed to get at least 10 points. Towards on the handicap system, really. So it's basically just an alright round and nothing special, but finally it at least felt pretty decent. I have played the 2 rounds before which just felt dreadful, but today were really nice, had some good shots, great weather, and everything were just basically very nice actually. So this, I feel a little bit of inspiration, I guess, from that, why choosing to play this year now here in the evening, which it actually is, if you're not anything special at all. It's just me speaking, really, doing this after work and everything like this, just as a way to relax and sharing my joy of gaming and all these nice games that are around, and showing you them from start to finish. What the finish is individual, of course, and for me, well, we'll see if we manage to get to the finish here on all games. Maybe not quite, because, well, I think the finish is most of the times when you have done, well, basically gotten from on hard or a normal mode, from very poor or on the hardest start or something like that, to quite a good financial way, and or cleared all the scenarios or something like that. I'm not myself is not that fond of scenarios though, so you'll likely see me like here do a sandbox kind of playthrough, but yeah, that is how it is. And yet again here we see our players or players and everyone else complaining here that we have par 3 holes in a row, and yeah, that is not so nice, of course. As well, if you're out on the course yourself, I wouldn't like 3 par 3 holes in a row at all. That would be really dreadful. But yeah, we tried to keep it cheap and smart there in the beginning, but it really didn't work out that great for us. And there we had one of the first members actually leaving the club, which is a little bit of a shame, but we have been quite fortunate to not have any players get that upset and leave the club, which is the big problem we had on our last course. And we got a skill upgrade here, so that's good, and we get more accuracy here, which is very good. So let's add in more accuracy to our high backspin shot and more accuracy, and actually let's add in a little bit more here on the power hitter, and I will add in accuracy on driver, putter and iron, so basically to all shots here. And as you see, Juice Pro here is a power hit, and he certainly is quite a lot longer than we do, but that's all right. So yeah, looking at down there, definitely need another par 5 on the last hole, or the 9th hole. So I think we'll just do a safe high backspin shot here. Instead of going for the flag, because we are not quite reaching. But yeah, that's alright. Playing it safe from time to time. But the cash here definitely going up quite fast now, which is nice. So actually can afford to add in the let's see here, the cart garage. So we'll do that as well actually, or we'll just add in this, or do the high backspin shot again. We'll place it right there. I do kind of wish the golf shots would be a little bit more demanding and varied, so to say. But we do have a game called Boss Golf Resort, I do believe it's called, that we have actually checked out on the series, which seems to be a very similar game to how this is. This game is from, well, ages ago, 99 I believe, and Boss Golf Resort is just quite newly released actually to early access, but we tried it out and it was far too buggy, but it seems like it would be a pretty good fit and close to how this game is. And we do have a lot of angry players here, which is a bit of a problem. We have a few players now that we have resigned, a few players too many actually, In quite a short time we got 3 players here resigning, which is not good at all, but hopefully that will work out nonetheless. We are ourselves not getting so lucky either with the shots here. But we're trying to play it just safe to not lose any of our skills. That's really what's the key thing for us to do here, to hit as safe shots as possible. So this is kind of a risky shot, but I think it should be alright. We do want to be on the green to have a chance of sinking a long putt, for example. And that's right. And we have another. We have actually many players here leaving the course after hole 2 and 3. That is not good, but that was all the players that were unhappy for some reason. So hopefully we won't have more players here that are unhappy. We did get 1 player there, I saw, that were unhappy. Or after that, there are actually 2 players on hole 2. Hopefully they will cheer up a little bit, because well, certainly were a problem there. We'll do a high back spin shot here. So definitely we are needing a few more members here now. After we had too many players here resigning, and we really, once we have a chance, need to do something about these first holes that are only par 3 holes. We'll switch the order up, I guess, once we have enough cash and enough land. And I really would like to do a high backspin shot there, but we are a little bit too short to do that. And I think we'll do like that. This will be a little bit of a risky shot now, but I can't do the hooked or sliced shot. So I think that should definitely add us. Yeah, we got a little bit of luck added to our skill, managing to get that ball on the green. And we did get another membership here. So we have 6 players resigned, which is not good at all actually, but I think they were only guests. So I think we'll see here, this is hole 6, yeah, so I think we'll finish this this versus place versus use pro, and after that I think we'll call it an episode here again. Our cash is running up here pretty nice, so that's good. Let's actually take a little look on the course report here again. So we have a little bit of trouble still with hole 5, 6 and 7 that are taking too long time. Hole 1 to 3 have a bit of problem with the fun rating, but other than that things are looking alright. Hole 7 here is not too great in the skill rating, but it's quite fun at least, so that's good. And overall the green fee is all right and the cash is coming in. Hole 5 getting a very good green fees here at least, which is good. Our putter skill improves there as well, which is very nice. So yeah, as you see here, the the cash rating here definitely going up, and the skill rating, so that's good. Definitely could use a technician over here. So where is our closest technician? We have only one technician, and if that's the case, where is he? Where is my technician? So let's see here. We have one technician. Where are you? You're here. All right. So we'll have to take the shot here first. So we'll do it just at the pin basically. So here. So technician. No technician. Here you go. Alright, and we get it very close to the pin, which is nice. And here you go. We need you to clear up all of that weed that is growing over there. Well, I have a few too many players that are unhappy here at hole 3. Which is not too great. Hopefully they will get around it, so to say. Should be on better happiness when they get their soda. And yeah, things are working out pretty nicely there with the soda and things like that. Now, should we try to do a risky shot like this? Let's do it. We have zero skill in a shot like that, so if we manage to keep it on the fairway, I think we would be lucky, and we didn't manage to do that. So that's all right, and actually we so far have made 3 birdies and 1 bogey, so definitely have been playing all right here. So let's see what Pro does, and he shoots it, well, more or less into the trees actually. And now our guest on the course, they are all right, but we have a little bit of gap here on hole 6. We have a little bit of a steep slope here apparently. We have our technician that have fixed everything. So he should be moved back here pretty soon to the other side. Really, he will take care of the dandelions or the weed that are growing just here first, and after that we'll lift him up and take him to the other side. So let's see here. Over there. No, I can't. Alright. So we'll take a second try here on the sand shot, or first try. Don't know quite. And it's a little bit too long, I guess. Maybe, yeah. So we'll move you to over here. And let's see here. Do we get to putt or not? No, we don't get to putt, so we're just off the green and almost hit that into the hole, which would have been good. But now we lose 1 hole here, but overall we win the match at least. So we should add in a few more plays versus a pro, I think, before we will have a good chance in a tournament. So, and we could add in one more hole, of course, before the tournament, but for that I would like to buy some more land so we can make it a par 5 hole. I really think we should. And speaking of that, that's just what we got. So how would I want to change things here? So definitely could have number 2 and or 3 as different holes, I think. Or actually 1 could definitely be, no, that's not a good option either. 2 could be something else, but that's not really too great either. Anyway, let's think where we want this par 5 hole to go. And I do think we want it to go over here. 1 and 2 is the tiles that I think would be best for us, so let's go with tile 1. So we could do, yeah, that doesn't really help us too much, I feel, but anyway, that will actually be everything for this episode. So what will happen next? You will have to check into next episode to see that. So remember to hit that subscribe button if you want to see what we will do next. And also, if you happen to enjoy what we are doing here, remember to smash that like button. It's very much appreciated by me and by YouTube and everything like that. So greatly appreciated if you smash that like button. And if you have any question or anything like that, leave a comment. I read everything and reply to everything, and the most informative and positive comment will get pinned, just you know. And remember to just have fun and just to do what you want. Not really know where I were going there, but anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time here on RawSlowGaming. Thank you and goodbye.